What, in your view, should be the main priorities when it comes to dealing with carbon emissions from the transport industry?
It's a difficult question because you have almost as many emitters as citizens in the European Union. So it's not that you can say we have a central point that we can attack, and if we succeed in doing that, then we have a result. That's one thing. Second thing is, you see a very strongly growing demand still in mobility, and that's not going to change in the next year. So it's a steep uphill battle. I think what the Commission says in the white paper is quite ambitious. It's a very long-term goal, which I think is right, and I think the main challenge is technological. What I like, one little sentence I like in the white book is there is no question of curbing mobility. I think it would be culturally, for the society, it would be unacceptable to say, okay, now we're going to move less. It is something that makes the wealth of our society is moving things around and moving people around. So we shouldn't change that. But it's a very challenging. It's a very challenging goal we have to meet. I don't know how we're going to do it. It will have to be a combination of improving efficiency enormously. So that's technological challenges we have. We have to change habits, which is one of the most difficult things to do. We will have to improve the internal market and make the access to the whole network much more easy, which, for instance, for rail transport is a huge problem, but in part also still for road transport. The best pupil in that way is air, where the liberalization has improved things enormously. So we're facing something enormous.
You're saying your reaction to the white paper is you're saying it's relatively ambitious. We just heard from other speakers here saying that's not ambitious at all. It leaves too much room for continued emissions, for instance, from the airline industry.
That's true. But everything there depends on technology. If you accept that you're not going to curb mobility, you will have to accept that there will be emissions left, especially in airlines, because there you can if technology finds something new, okay. If not, either you stop flying or you have emissions. I think in road transport, in rail transport, and in waterway transport, waterborne transport, there your possibilities are wider. But I think air has a specific problem. Doesn't mean that you cannot do something about it. And I think the improvement of efficiency can already limit emissions to a certain extent.
It's clear that there are many different elements to this mix, different industries, different types of transport. But if you have one single element that you would like to see emphasized in this policy, what would it be?
Improving of urban logistics and urban transport. I think that's, to me, is the main thing. If you can do that, you will improve life in cities, and since you have a growing urbanization of society, I think that's the main task. Improving quality of life in general in cities will be the main and difficult task to face.